Okay, welcome back. Today we're going to do a head shave. Here's what we're working with. Quite a bit of growth on my head today. And I'm going to be using a Wilkinson sword blade or in the Rockwell 6C with number 6 plate. I have a few shaves on this razor blade, and I wanted to use it on my head once to see how good of a job it's going to do. I'm also going to be using Catie's Bubbles, a Simpson synthetic T3 knot, and a shave ball I got from Sterling Soaps. Alright, so the first thing I do is, I put some water in here, and I'm going to let it, I want to use some of that Bloom water to start hydrating the top of my head, actually. More so on the sides. Where all the growth is. Up top, it doesn't take much to take, any of that hair off, but the sides and, behind. And I'm gonna lather this up on my head. Get my brush wet, okay? Just go right into the Catie's Bubbles, grab some of that soap, and I'm just gonna start lathering it up, on my head. You can see how Catie's Bubbles goes on. It pops real quick. Yeah, look how fast that is. That's quick. Go in and get a little bit more. And now I'll start, adding water to it. Now I generally, on my face is pretty much like on my head is pretty much like my face. I like to have the product on my head for at least 5 minutes just to really soften up those hairs. So I'm going to go in for a little bit of water. Now as for my face, I concentrate more on my neck, down here when I lather, and when I'm doing a head shave, I concentrate more on the sides and, behind where all that is. You can see it's popping greatly, but I won't show, the whole lather. I'd say we're about there. I can feel that methanol really working in. So I'll just start painting it on now. I'm just going to start from the top and work my way back. Now I can take longer strokes up top because there's not that much hair up here. Same thing over here. When I start getting into the meat of it, I'm going to go with the grain. Yeah, right about in there. Alright, so now I'll start going with the grain. And I'm taking smaller strokes now because there's more growth there. These sword blades really do one heck of a job. On me, I just stop at my ears and I'll trim around that here in a minute. right, so what I do is just take one corner of it. I'm just working it around my ear. Yeah. Yeah. And don't forget the Rockwell 6C. There is some blade gap there, so you know you got to be careful around your ears. Same thing over here. Okay. Okay. All right, let's give that a rinse. See where we're at. It looks like it did a pretty good job just on the first pass. All right, went back into the Catie's bubbles. First pass was really good. Don't really have to do the top again, but I'll probably go over it, you know, one angle just to get a smooth feel. This was basically just touch up for me. I mean, that's how efficient the Rockwell 6C is. With that 6 plate, I can get some pretty good shaves just out of the first pass. So, you know, again, I've already did the top, but quickly just roll over the top. Sides, probably just going to go across the grain. Okay, same thing over here. Okay. Great shave. All right, in the back. I do it a little different. I basically move my head and keep the razor where I want it. See how easy that is, just moving your head to get it to, you know, take the hair off. To me, that's the easiest way to do it. Just feel back there for some touch up. Yeah, I can still feel some spots. So now I'm just going for feel. I'm just touching up. Okay. Add a little water to that. She's good. All right, so once I get done, with the back of it, and I think that's a huge tip, is to rock your face, and keep this angle where you want it. To me, that's the easiest way to shave my head. So I got to do some cleanup around the ears. See some hair growing there. Wow, that Catie's Bubbles feels really good. Okay, and then, it's the same thing on your head. I still use an alum block, so, I get it wet and I still go over everything. Just to seal up all those pores. If I got too close, and a little burn there. A little bit there. Yeah, a little burning down here. The shave with the Wilkinson sword blade, which I think I've had 5 shaves on that now, so that's one hell of a blade. It did a great job on the 6 plate. This Rockwell 6C, it's a winner in my book. You really don't think you need another razor. I mean, yes, I have them as well, but man, that thing's so good, especially if you're shaving your head and your face, and you have a sensitive neck like I do. Hard to beat. All right, well, you guys have a great week, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.